Is your Mauser pattern bolt action rifle stuck in this position? Well, first of all, that means you probably took the extractor off the bolt and then put the bolt in the action. Second of all, that means that your gun is ruined forever and there's nothing you can do. Obviously, I'm kidding. I wouldn't be making a video if that was the case. The good news is that, yeah, this is super fixable, no problem. And what you need to do in order to get this bolt out is first you need the bolt to go forward. You're not going to get the bolt rearward from this position. Just not going to happen. And the way that you're going to get it forward is to bring your attention to the rectangular cut on the rear lower section of the receiver. And inside that cutout, you will find the ears of the extractor collar. And that is what is preventing your bolt from going forward. They're going to be shifted along their 360-degree possible rotation. And you need to get them back to where they need to be using some sort of a probe. And you may be able to see that with a probe here, they rotate pretty freely. So what you need to do is finagle them back into a position where the bolt will slide forward again. Let's get you some refocus. There we are. Once your bolt is forward, of course, it will not come out. In fact, you'll probably just get yourself in the same problem. That time it was easy. They didn't shift too much. So in case anyone's confused about what was happening, this extractor collar was rotating, and obviously this protrusion, the ears, needs to be in a particular place to line up and go through the action. And that particular place is essentially just resting on the side rail over here, which is normally where it's held in place by the extractor, which is going to ride in kind of like that. There's another dimension which is preventing this bolt from working properly, and that is going to be a little lip, which you'll see my fingernail bumping into, and that is a little protrusion caused by the generally expanded collar. If the ears are not compressed like that, the whole collar expands slightly. So that's what's preventing the bolt from coming out of the gun. It's pretty ironic. Pretty much every post-93 Mauser pattern rifle that I've looked at, when the extractor is removed, the collar expands not enough to prevent the bolt from going into the gun, but it almost always expands enough to prevent it from coming out of the gun. But like I said, easy fix, no problem. What you need is some dental floss, preferably non-waxed. However, all I have is waxed, and waxed will work. And the reason why I prefer unwaxed is we're going to be tying a slip knot. And when you have a slip knot, you want only the slip part of the knot to slip, and you don't want anything else to slip. But waxed works too. So you're going to tie yourself a slip knot, and you're going to slip that slip knot right over the ears, like so. And the reason for that is, as you can see, by applying tension to the tail end. And you can see why I don't like to use waxed. It's slipping slightly. Try to tighten it up. And what I'm actually going to have to do here, because like I said, waxed is to be avoided, I'm actually going to tie a little knot in the tail end. That should prevent it from slipping all the way off. We should slip all the way up to that knot. Yep, and then we're good. So if you got waxed, that's a little trick for you. And you can see what's happening is that those ears, they look like they're dancing, they are compressing. And that is essentially returning the extractor collar to the correct dimension as if the extractor was installed. So we're going to move the bolt slightly backward, not all the way, just to open up some space to let us slide the tail end back through the action. And this can be pretty tricky with one hand filming. So if you're going to make an instructional video on this, you know, good luck with that. But if you're doing it in the privacy of your own home, probably not a big deal. There we go. Oh, almost got you. There we are. Excellent. So now we have it back fed through the action. We're going to put the ears right in their position on the rail. We're going to get a nice firm grip on that dental floss, and we're going to apply tension, work that bolt stop, and slip this thing right out. Easy as could be. You are back in business. All you got to do now is slip your extractor back into position. Nothing to that. And you're off to the races. Yeah, good luck.